Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing Windows 95 build 73G, compiled on the 2nd of December 1993, which was 28 years ago to the day. I mean, depending on when I'm uploading this, could be yesterday, could be today. It is a Milestone 5 build and is a recompile of build 73F. We're just gonna go to setup real quick. Now, when I tried this last time, I complained that it couldn't find a valid DOS partition, which hopefully shouldn't be the case. I'm installing this in 86box 3.0 on a 66 megahertz 46 with a Seng ET4000AX card, Sound Blaster 16, and yeah, it worked this time. Now this build requires a beta ID and a password, as for most Chicago builds. Does not have a time bomb, so you can install on the current date, I think. And it contains the option to get rid of 2 of the start buttons. If you didn't know, early Chicago builds had 3 buttons on the taskbar. One which was the regular start button, 2 which was tracker, I think, and the other was help. But yeah, you can disable it. You can disable those and just have 1 start button. This build refers to itself as Windows Chicago. And, what can I set up? Okay, I'm gonna customize. Change machine settings. Now I'm gonna change the adapter to all devices. Seng Labs ET4000, that's good. Now, this build doesn't officially support the Sound Blaster 16. Okay, there's no sound drivers built in, looks like. But yeah, this looks pretty similar to the setup in the final version of Windows 95. Select components. Sounds good. This build has WinPad, it seems. Apparently, beta site ID and password aren't required. Now it's going to copy files, it looks like. And yeah, I will see you guys once this is done. And that seemed to install pretty quick. It only took around 1.5 minutes, actually, probably less. And now, setup is not complete, it says. Okay, I'm gonna restart. And yeah, I'm using Lucky Star LS486E BIOS. And whoops, it doesn't seem like my audio set up properly. There we go. Please note while set up, updates your configuration files. And yeah, it has this boot screen with the Windows logos flying on the screen. Oh, it already detected the sound, I guess. Whoops, voice crack. Error loading cab 32. I don't remember this build doing that, but alright. No disk activity. I guess I'm gonna... It looks like you want to reboot! 5 exclamation mark. Okay, I'm gonna... Click OK to shut down and reboot the system gracefully. I'm gonna Control Delete there. That's loud. I need to turn that down. Halfway? There we go. But yeah, I really like the style of boot screen with the Windows logos flying around, the Chicago logo, and the text preliminary release November 1993. It's very straightforward. And it's failing again. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna need to ask some people about it. I'll be right back, I guess. Well, I'm gonna have to make some changes to config.sus. I just need to load up my Windows 98 boot disk. Yes, I want to reboot. Well, hopefully if I set this up correctly, I have the boot order set to floppy disk. Yeah, there we go. I'm just using a Windows 98 boot disk. Okay, so I'm going to the C drive, path C DOS. Okay, actually, okay. Edit config.sys. Okay, so I need to change 30 to 90 and 30 to 90. And now I need to take out the floppy disk and reboot. And now hopefully it should work normally as intended. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have a whole series of builds not working on my channel. Okay, now it works. Just gonna put in Orbitron. No. Gotta cancel. And there we go. Now, since I set up the graphics card, I should be able to get 1024 by 768 with 256 colors. And yeah, that's the shutdown sound. It's both to .wave. Well, for those of you who saw my startup and shutdowns video, oh my god, startup and shutdown sounds. Probably annoyed to death by it. Hopefully this will work. Oh, okay. Now, okay, yeah, it works. Okay, cancel. That even works in these builds. I mean, it's based on Windows for Workgroups 3.1, it should. But now we're on the desktop of build 73G. This is 36. Oh. Okay, Windows key doesn't work. Yeah. Run. 386 enhanced mode, Windows version 4.0. 58S cabinet just didn't work. About Explorer. Does that bring up about Windows yet? Doesn't bring up anything. That's fine. But now there isn't a programs thing in Explorer anymore. This build also seems to introduce these buttons. I'm not sure if that's 58S. I will look. Yep, this build introduces those. Add shadows to the button here. Not sure what that's called. You can go to programs. It's basically the same groups as Program Manager. There's games, main, startup. There's Freestyle, Hearts, Minesweeper, and Solitaire. The same games as in Windows for Workgroups 3.1. Main, we have, if it will want to load. There we go. Cabinet, that's just Explorer. Okay, there we go. Chicago Explorer. Okay, control panel. Desktop color, fonts, ports, mouse, keyboard, printers, international, time and date, multimedia, network setup, system, advanced systems, modems, telephony, and disks. So look at system. Microsoft Chicago 4.0.73G. 32 megabytes of RAM in the system. Virtual memory. Reserve disk space, extra memory. This has a 700 megabyte hard disk. By the way, the system. Control panel is called Controls, although in later versions it would be renamed to just Control. We have the DOS prompt, which just command.com. Chicago version 4.0. Chicago version 4.0.73G. I have to do exit because it's an early DOS prompt. Clipbook viewer. Okay, cool. Whoops. Oh yeah, this build also adds items being on the taskbar like this. Also, tracker isn't open by default. This is Dr. Watson stuff, I think. and then about Chicago. There we go. About Microsoft Windows Chicago version 4.173G, 1994. Recycle bin is called recycle.bin. In later builds, it would be called wastebasket, then be called recycle bin again. Can't open this network resource. Okay. Briefcase has a different icon, although I haven't actually used briefcase before, so I'm not sure if it's different. Recycle bin icon is the same as the final. And it has this under construction wallpaper. It's called work.bmp. You can change it. I'm just going to show off all the wallpapers. Here we have 256 color. I guess this is for just testing 256 color displays. Arcade. Argyle, however you pronounce it. Cars. Those are cars, alright. A lot of these are tiled backgrounds. Mainly for the reason that stretched wallpapers weren't really a thing yet. Yeah. Chicago.bmp. Chicago and Win32C. Wow. 32-bit functionality. Struct. Chicago, work in progress. It's kind of dissolving. Egypt. Honey. I don't think this would be in 3.1 actually. Leaves. Red brick. Rivets. Squares. Thatch. Win logo. There we have work. The zigzag. And we can restore work.bmp to be centered like it was in 58S, but for now, I'm going to be just putting it centered like a default. Yeah, the start menu, not really fully functional yet. There's run, task list, tray properties, arrange desktop icons, arrange windows. This and this would be merged. Actually, all these would be merged, really. We have find, personal. There's more stuff here before. No faults detected. Dr. Watson. Debugging. So I'm just gonna check out some of the programs. It's not really that much stuff actually, by the looks of it. This is a recompile of build 73F, compiled on the 23rd of November 1993. A lot of stuff was ported to 32-bit by this point. Also, tracker and the warning that shows up at startup on 58S was removed. Media player is different. I'll show that off once I can find it. The cabinet and my computer are the same. Find files. Oops. If this will want to load, that'd be awesome. Oops, they opened like 2. Okay. Chicago. Here's where all the stuff is. It's kind of hidden in Windows folder, Chicago folder, I should say. And Microsoft Write. File Manager is still there. Then we have the old Windows 3.1 style setup. I don't think it works though. Holds up.bat. Run DLL32. We have 32-bit versions of the clock and stuff like that. Media player. Straightforward. About media player. In 73G. Just play a file. Oh wait, it's in media. There we go. Canyon. Oh, the drum's missing. Yeah, the Sound Blaster 16 built-in MIDI isn't very great. We have Program Manager for Windows 3.1. Can't really open anything. RNA app 32. Okay, we have games, Solitaire. They stay mostly the same from Windows 3.1. Oh, that's a lot of bases. Okay, next we have clock. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a clock, shows the time. Pick analog, digital, pick GMT time for those British. No title where. Oops, that just crashes it. Think. Dialer. I'll just open Dialer in my Windows 11 right now. It looks slightly different. I mean, actually no, it looks the exact same. Never mind. Besides the icon is the only thing that is different about Dialer from this build to Windows 11. Anyway, calculator. Command folder, not sure. Oh, it's DOS commands. I mean, yeah. We have media, where all the system sounds are located. What is WND Surf 1? Oh, that song's probably copyrighted. I should probably... Okay, good thing it's ended. Yeah, that song is most definitely copyrighted. Probably edit that out. Notepad. There's other separate 16-bit and 32-bit versions of apps. Also, you can go to 65,536 colors at 800 by 600. If I recall correctly. I'm just gonna have to test that real quick. And if the build breaks, oh well. Because Chicago has a tendency to break when you try to set it to an unsupported video mode. Okay, I'm just gonna hard reset. Seems to be fine. But I might jinx it because that's how things roll. If you're doing a video on technology of any kind, things are gonna go wrong. Okay, there we go. Now it's in 16-bit color. It is in a lower resolution, but I don't really care. It's just more colors. Now the icons have a bit more color. I mean, Notepad still looks bad downscaled, but we're just gonna write a text document. Okay. It's that. Close. I'm gonna save it to desktop. Text.txt. And now it's not on the desktop. I forgot that the Windows key doesn't work in this build. I think it would be introduced in like one of the later builds before they named it to Windows 95. Go to desktop. It's there. Click on it. text document. Yep. Yeah, it's really it for this build. There's not that much. Oh yeah, WinPad. This build has a... Oh, what is the right pad? Is that just an early version of WordPad? Looks so. Does Microsoft Write still work? Yep. There we go, WinPad. Forgot about WinPad. This is a very early version of WinPad, version 1.1602. WinPad is a cancelled touch input version, not like a cancelled touch input interface. I don't exactly call it an operating system. Oh yeah, early version of WinChat, WinBug. You can write stuff here. Or not. Addresses to do. There's a calendar which should be able to write on. New. Okay, I can't. Right, probably would need pen extensions. WinChat. Alright then. WinBug. WinBug report utility, Chicago beta, contact information. I guess this would be used for like Microsoft employees and stuff. Name is a crowd field. Start.exe. Oh. Kill him. I wonder if setup 3.1. Okay, it's just set up. About setup. Microsoft Windows for Workgroup setup version 3.1. Okay. Task Manager. Looks pretty similar to the file. Regedit. Pretty simple. Although it's not Regedit that you know in modern Windows. PBrush is MS Paint. Just under a new name. I think very poor drawing of my avatar. Okay. Where's the paint bucket? Is there a paint bucket? Oh, that's it. Okay. Amazing artist, amazing art. I'll be selling as an NFT for 70,000 internet coins. Log on off. This is probably just. Yep, exactly what I expected. Old setup.batch. Grid converter. Pretty simple. This is in. Oops, that crashed it. And now I can't use the keyboard. That's awesome. Well, what a great way to close off this video. By the system crashing. So, you end the video by starting the system up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of these types of videos with voiceover and stuff, be sure to leave a like, comment down below what you want me to check out next. And I'll probably be shutting the system right down. But more unscripted videos. I'll be seeing you guys. Now it shows up. Anyway, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Goodbye.